Welcome to the News at Noon this Monday, August 25th, 2014. I'm Tom. I'm your host. We're live. Let's get started. And we start with Guten Tag from Deutschland. We're still here in Germany. I had to take just an opportunity to show you. This is our logistics center. This is our warehouse and our office here. And you can just see as you look how, well, IKEA, thank God I was trained in IKEA furniture assembly, so I was very helpful in our shelves and our tables. You can see how organized everything is here. If you like their cars, you completely understand how Germans are. Even the kits, this box down here, these are all kits ready to go, just needing printed material. Look how organized they're stacked in a pyramid, one on top of the other. It certainly is an exercise in systems. And it's enjoyable, and we're doing great here, so just hi from Germany. But we're all going to Paris. We're going 3.5 hours down the road to Paris, France, and I hope many of you are excited about Park Lane's newest incentive trip, and you're planning on being there too. We also are in the second week of anniversary weeks. We've got a great new catalog going on, and so there's lots of things that we have in our business to help you succeed. But Paris is the big one, and this Thursday ends the August commission month. So you will want to be looking Friday for your September Network magazine, and both on field interface and an email. We'll be sending out an email to you on Friday that will have the Network magazine on it. So either way, you can go to field interface or wait for the email. But great information in there about September. And some of the things we're going to talk about today continue in September, like our customer special success necklace, like the Time to Party watch, like the We Ensemble. These are continuing for September, but they will end in September as well, at the end of September. So a little FYI for you there, and looking at things to talk about with your customers and hostesses. But all the buzz is still about Paris. We are still right in the start of this contest. We are in the fast start portion, and you know the incentive trip for one or for two is 4 recruits. You need to have 4 people who come in and are qualified recruits. That means in their first 5 weeks of business, they have 1,000 or more in net non-sales. Now, you can have as many recruits as you want, but you only need 4 for the trip. And then you and they together, trip for 1 is 45,000 points. Trip for 2 is 59,000 points. And right now is the Fast Start program. Going on through September 4th, we have this week and then next week as well. We're in the Fast Start program, and there are 2 ways you get bonuses. Number 1, you get bonuses for every new person you share the opportunity with. When they start between July 24th and September 4th, so that means they have their first order, and they have at least $500 in sales before September 4th, when the first recruit you have does that, you get 2,000 bonus points, and 2,000 bonus points for every recruit you have, up to 4. You get a maximum of 8,000 points. Is there a form to submit for the Paris pin, Cheryl asked, once we have a new qualified recruit? That is supposed to be auto-fulfilled. They have a report at the home office. Jessica Moreno does that, but we'll do a follow-up check on that. That's a good one to remember, and if I don't write it down, I forget. So Tom takes his notepad, Paris trip level 1. Thank you. And the second way you get bonus points is through the Fast Start personal sales bonus. From the July 24th commission date up to September 4th, every dollar you sell, provided you have 1,000 or more in sales, every dollar you sell is doubled. So if in that 7-week time frame you sold $5,000, you get $10,000 in credit. If you sold $10,000, you get $20,000. So when you think about the recruiting that can get you bonus points and your personal sales, the smart way, the easy way, is to start working early on the Fast Start. And we got another 2 weeks left on that. So make hay while the sun shines. Hey, we're in a 3-week series. This is the final week. Wait till you see what we start with next week, though. Next week is the 9 things that successful people think differently. But here's what 9 things successful people do differently. This is done in a lot of research. This comes from a magazine called Fast Company. Weeks 1 and 2, we talked about the first 6 things that really successful people, what they do differently is they're very specific. They seize the moment. They have time scheduled where they can work on their goal, what they're working towards every day, so that moments don't pass them by. They know exactly how far they have left to go. They use a Paris tracking chart or a goal sheet. They are realistically optimistic. So they are optimists, but they're real about it, and they're realistic about what it takes to achieve a goal. They practice their willpower muscle. They practice willpower so that willpower works for lots of things, not just the one or two things that you're working on in your goal. They don't tempt fate. They don't make goal any harder than it has to be. And now we go to items 7 through 9 that successful people do differently. And number 7 is they focus on what they will do and not what they won't do. Now, if you want to lose, and there's examples of you losing weight, quitting smoking, put a lid on your bad temper, then how you plan to replace those bad habits with good ones rather than focusing on what the bad habits themselves. This is really true, and there's research on the whole principle of thought suppression. Don't think about the white bears. Have you ever heard that story? That's for another time. But have shown that trying to avoid a thought makes it even more active. I can't eat sweets. I can't, you're on a diet. I can't eat sweets. I can't eat sweets. No. If you focus on what you can't do, the same holds true with our behavior. By trying not to engage a bad habit, our habits get strengthened rather than get broken. If we think about what we can do, you have to think about all the good things you can do, and successful people do that. If you want to change your ways, ask yourself, what will I do instead? What will you do instead? For an example, if you're trying to gain control of your temper and stop flying off the handle, you might have a plan like this. If I'm starting to feel angry, then I'll take 3 deep breaths and I'll calm down. By using deep breathing as a replacement for getting angry, your bad habit will get worn away over time until it disappears completely. You can think about this when you think about, okay, I know I should call 5 people a day about my business. That's the new habit you want to get into. The worst thing is when we sit there and think about, I'm not calling anybody. Oh, I haven't called anybody today. Oh, I haven't taken time to call anybody. Think about what you will do and not what you won't or you haven't done. It's what successful people do. Key number 7. Number 8, focus on getting better rather than feeling good, rather than being good. Getting better day by day. Believing you have the ability to reach your goals is important, but so is believing you can get that ability. Many of the things we learn, at least that I learned and became good at in direct sales, I learned. I was not born a good booker. Didn't come out of the womb a great recruiter. I learned those things. And many of us believe that our intelligence, our personality, or who we are, our physical attributes, are fixed and that we can't adjust those. No matter what we do, we won't improve. As a result, we focus on goals that are all about proving ourselves rather than developing and acquiring skill. Fortunately, decades of research show the belief in fixed ability is completely wrong. And abilities of all kinds are profoundly malleable. That means they can be adjusted and they can be made. Malleable, you can adjust it. Embracing the fact that you can change will allow you to make better choices and reach your full potential. People whose goals are getting better rather than being good, like I'm going to be the best booker. No, I'm going to get a little better today than I was yesterday. They take difficulty in stride and they appreciate the journey. So focus on just getting better. Get a little better at what you do, not being the best or being good. And last but not least, number 9, what really successful people do differently is they have grit. And grit is defined as that perseverance and passion for long-term goals. The Parkland Incentive Trip is shorter than many companies we have been a part of in terms of a goal. Last company I was president of, the trip was a year long. You really had to have grit. Well, you don't have to have quite as much, but you do have to be focused in that short time frame. And grit is the willingness to commit to long-term goals and to persist in the face of difficulty. There will always be difficulty, or as we say, life happens. And studies show gritty people attain more education in their lifetime and earn higher college GPAs. They just stick to it. Grit predicts which cadets will stick out their first grueling year at West Point. There's a big washout rate. In fact, grit even predicts which round contestants will be made to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. They can tell by the grit. You can tell by the kids, they're looking in their eyes when they're trying to figure out a letter. That's grit. The good news is, if you aren't particularly gritty now, there is something you can do about it. People who lack grit more often than not believe they just don't have the innate abilities successful people have. And if that describes your thinking, okay, if you really think that you don't have those abilities, well, there's no way to put this nicely to you. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. As we talked about earlier, effort, planning, persistence, and good strategies are really what it takes to succeed. Embracing this knowledge, knowing that you can improve your business, your skills, anything you need to grow your business will not only help you see yourself and your goals more accurately, but it'll also do wonders for your grit. So 9 things successful people do differently. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going to send this out, this 9-part series, all together in a PowerPoint for you, so if you want to use it for whatever you'd like. And it really is good stuff. We start a new one next week, and you'll love this one because it talks about the mental attitude and how we think about things differently. Hey, double thank you gifts are going on, and I have to tell you, at least here in our market in Germany, this is all the rage because these are some fabulous gifts. And the fact that you get 2 of those fabulous thank you gifts for just I was going to say 17-year-olds, it's just $14 each, is absolutely positively an incredible offer that continues this week in August, does not continue in September. The Success Necklace is an incredible customer special. That's $14 with a $30 order. Every $30 order, key necklaces are great for kids. The kids are going back to school, and this is just a fabulous gift for that. The Time to Party watch is the Hostess Special. Continues. It's $29 for a hostess, or when she has an $800 or higher net show, it's free. And the We Ensemble, this is just such a great offer, $99 retail value. It's $15 as a guest gift for hostesses when they say yes to having a show and then submit that show. All these specials, Success Necklace, Time to Party, and the We Ensemble, continue in the month of September as well. We are in anniversary weeks. We celebrate, I hope, Saturday, the 23rd, you all did something in your Park Lane business. That's the official day. That's the official launch day of Park Lane's business in 1955. That was their first day of business. That's so cool to think about that. And we are now in our 60th year, which is incredible. But only at Park Lane do you get all the gifts on their anniversary. The Bijou Belle collection is yours. One recruit, that's a recruit who comes in these 2 weeks and has 500 or more in sales, gets you the ring. Top leaders in every category over their goal get a $500 gift card. $1,000 in net non-sales gets you the earrings. $2,000 you add on the bracelet. $4,500 in sales, or 2 recruits. 2 recruits is the easy way. You get the Bijou Belle beautiful necklace. It's a beautiful piece. I've seen that on some models on Facebook. Fabulous. And the Bijou Belle watch. Leaders, you will get a copy of your goal again. I promise I'll send those out just as a reminder. And when you make that team goal for the 2 weeks, that fabulous watch is yours as well. And that's this week, everything coming in Thursday. A lot of great tools available for you. The fold-over invitation really is, I can't tell you enough how that has been really all the rage. It has been here too. We use that same tool in German. But just because it's a great tool, it's easy to hand out, easy to put in a catalog, easy to print yourself if you want. If you've run out and you can't get them from your franchise, you can print a couple out. But many of you use these in Canada as your business cards, and this is just a wonderful, wonderful new tool. You know, if you've got a dress-it-up event, a multi-hostess event, an opportunity event or anything, you can put that information in here and use these to pass out to people you meet. A little more cost-effective than the catalog, especially because it does give you 4 great product line representations to show, too. No sticker shock in this. Great way to introduce new people you meet to the Park Lane opportunity and our incredible jewelry. Leadership Cash Bonus continues as well. The double points for that, for all of you sharing our great leadership opportunity with others. You get double points up through next Thursday, September 3rd. That's next Thursday. I think it's the 4th. And the Mercedes Car Program continues. We have a number of leaders in the Mercedes Car Program, and we want more. They get their money for their car next week, coming up their commissions, and we love that. That's the happiest, one of the happiest awards we give every month is the Mercedes Cash Bonus for the Mercedes Car Program. Your Canada summer sale still does continue. Yes, it is still summer. We'll have updated information on if that continues in September because I don't know about that, but I do know we have inventory on those products, and as long as there's inventory, that may continue. I'll give you, when we send out the recording, I'll give you an update on the Canada summer sale. I'll let you know about that availability. We're getting to the end of the month of August, and this is your Rich Rewards Club bonus for this month. Beautiful piece. We have that. in our product line here in Germany as well, and it is such a wow product. And the other thing is, I have to tell you a story that somebody said something about the weight of the product. That one in specific, it's such a wow piece, but when you pick it up, it really isn't that heavy. And they said sometimes they associate weight with quality here. And Wally's description of that was incredible, and I wanted to share that. And that's that, we're very fortunate that Park Lane, Wally had a tracheotomy when she was young, and so it's sensitive here on the neck. And and Cheryl's right. It is. We're going to go to that in a minute. But she said that isn't it great that Park Lane designs such amazing wow products that they also make sure that are light and not extremely heavy so they're not uncomfortable to wear. You put on this amazing wow piece and you don't feel it weighing down on your neck or scratching or irritating you. I thought that was absolutely positively a fabulous description of our jewelry. And so I wanted to share that with you. As we mentioned, in the month of August, there it is, Montmartre. I think there's a mountain here in Europe named that. And this is the award in Rich Rewards Club for 2000, number 2000, and on sales. And the pavilion is the award in the month of September. So Rich Reward Clubs, everybody's on board. Let's review real quickly, again, the items that are going on now. And again, we'll continue in September. The Success Necklace is your customer bonus special, and that will continue in September for just $14. The We Collection Ensemble, the necklace and the earrings, continue as the Yes gift. 2 thank you gifts end this month in August. So they continue through Thursday, through all those shows you enter on Thursday. Put in your own show as well, and you get 2 thank you gifts. That continues, as well as the Time to Party watch, the double HRCs, and the Anniversary Week's special, which is the free 3 booking gift ring with 300 net sales in 1 booking, also ends in September. But you'll hear some news about an exciting week coming up soon in September as well to celebrate our founder's birthday, Shirley Levine. Park Lane customer service, I don't know if you saw there was a great posted on Facebook. A whole number of them did the ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease ice bucket challenge, and they did it in front of the motorhome right in front of Park Lane. That was very cool. So they're there to serve you. They may be a little wet this afternoon, but they're there to serve you, and you have email addresses if you prefer to communicate that way. But call in. They may try to get you someone that's very specific to Canada. If you have to wait at all, remember, we're trying to get somebody that can get you the exact answer you want. But you always get a live person when you call Park Lane. We love that about Park Lane. Hey, August is a 4-week commission month, and the last week of the month comes up this Thursday. The 28th, we're coming into the Labor Day weekend in North America. It is not a holiday here on Monday. So it is in Canada, and we may move the news at noon to Tuesday in case you're on holiday, but I'm not here. And last but not least, there are actually 2 things. Look for some awesome news this week coming from your franchise owner vice president on an exciting booking blitz. There is a very exciting thing going on in September, and we're going to do a booking blitz. And most of us remember a time when we did one of these in Canada where, you call in at 6 and then you call in again at 9 and you have some great news to share, and we give you the words to say. So your franchise owner is going to be doing one of these booking blitzes, and you'll be so over the moon excited with the news that they're going to share on while you want to do it. Above and beyond the fact that you're working for Paris and you're going to earn a bunch of money, there are some exciting things coming on in September. And I leave you with a quote from Bill Cosby, and it really is true. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. None of us like to fail, but many times we say, well, if I don't do that, it'll be no big deal. When your desire to succeed, when you have to earn Paris, when, well, if I don't go, it's all right, is just your thought, the desire to succeed has to be greater. And when it is, you will succeed. We thank you for joining us for the news at noon and watching our recording. We hope you enjoyed our 9 things successful people do differently, and we appreciate you taking time to invest in your Park Lane business. Thanks, everybody, and have a fabulous second week of Anniversary Week. Bye-bye.